Beautiful people. How's everyone doing today? Welcome into another edition. I would say it's Insomnia Maniacs Tarot, but it's early in the afternoon, and I decided to do a pop-up with y'all because I haven't been able to sleep. I've tossed and turned most of the day. I think I might have laid down for an hour or two. That was pretty much it. So I thought I'd come on here and hang out with y'all for a little bit and talk with y'all. And also because I did pull a reading, which, you know, I love y'all beautiful people, my subscribers, but y'all's love life got me going a little crazy, I gotta say. Hi, Bonnie. How you doing, sweetheart? So, um, someone seems to be having problems confronting themselves, it seems, to be able to come clean to someone that they seem to have deep feelings for, is what the tarot spread I pulled for y'all. So, and I've been in energy of love like the past several days now because I keep having the same song playing over and over in my head and it won't stop. So I'm hoping if I do this reading that maybe that song will stop. Maybe the spirit was trying to get me to do this reading. I don't know. So I'm just going to trust it. So I figure I'd start out first like I always do with my oracle decks. I think I have What's the News. So let's see what's the news, beautiful people. What's going on in y'all's world? Since I was on with y'all late last night into this morning. And I'm gonna wait for some more people to get here before I go over the tarot spread. So I'll do this first. Give people time to get here. So what's the news, Spirit? Oh, well, we got love bombing again. Just like last night. So someone's getting love bombed. Either you're love bombing someone or someone's love bombing you. Um, I feel like it brings this person happiness or it brings you happiness. Um, I feel like for someone it is genuine. Like I don't feel like, you know, love bombing is like a new term to me, beautiful people. I've been out of the dating world for over 20 years and so I haven't kept up with all the new terminology, but love bombing, I guess, I would have been accused of love bombing my partner because I'm that hopeless romantic person. And so with this is like, someone who's addressing someone they're interested in that they're dating, like writing love letters, buying flowers, doing even some extravagant things for them just to show them that, they're really into them. Overly attentive, you can say. But I know this seems to bring whoever this is a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, I feel. I feel like, it's coming from a real genuine place and there's not a hidden agenda behind it. Oh, really, Bonnie? Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm not hopeless romantic, so like I said, people would accuse me of love bombing because I was all about writing the love letters, writing the guy poems, taking him flowers, and all that good stuff. So, well, I'm happy that you're starting a date, honey. You need to put yourself out there. What else, Spirit? Uh-oh. We got heart-to-heart conversations, intimate discussions. Um, yeah, for someone out here, though, this has to do with the betrayal. I feel like someone found out that someone hasn't been honest, we'll say. Third party, yeah, I mean, that's what this card means, but Does it have to be necessarily a third party, like someone cheating? No. But I pick up in someone was betrayed in a different way. So whoever this is for, you know, I'm sorry. My heart bleeds for you, sweetheart. But yeah, I would feel like if this person really loves and cares about you, they wouldn't do anything to hurt you like that. So think about that too, beautiful people. It's like I tell y'all all the time. Um, you know, you can't expect someone to love you if you don't first love yourself. And how do you do that? You teach others how to treat you, how to love you. But in the same token, you can't expect people to love you and accept you if you're over there rejecting yourself. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, you know, this tarot spread I pulled that's showing me someone is hiding. They're afraid to tell someone you know, they have feelings for someone, you know, and because they're afraid of rejection. But in the same token, aren't you already rejecting yourself by not telling this person that you like them, you care about them, you're interested? You know, so how can you expect someone else to accept you if you're already rejecting yourself because you've already said no to yourself? Why? Because you're unwilling to say something to this person to let them know. Look up Heart's concert. Oh, I love Heart. I love that band. But you know, that's not the song that's been playing in my head the last several days. It's been Bon Jovi, Bed of Roses. So it's from the 80s, but that song's been playing nonstop. And it's driving me a little batty crazy now. I wish it would stop. So, alright, Spirit, what else? Well, we got Black Sheep again. This came out last night too. Defying norms, which for someone out there, I feel like you are the black sheep. I feel like you are the black sheep, you know, maybe to the outside world, maybe not to yourself, and maybe to the ones you've kind of let in, you've been vulnerable with. But the majority of society, I can understand you, you know, feeling this way, like the black sheep, because, you know, some people just don't accept people the way they are. What else, Spirit? I would be rebellious too, but that's me. But I don't care, you know, I'm one of those people like y'all know. I don't need other people to like me. The people who are meant to be in my life, they're going to like me and love me. And the ones who aren't, well, there's a door. And that's how I look at it. The next one is lift off. Fast action. Progression forward. The wait is over. I feel like y'all are getting ready to start something huge. Y'all been working on something big. It's even brought an epiphany where I get the light bulb moment at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is a special project you've been collaborating on with someone. Um, and it's something that could potentially bring tangible abundance to you, which I feel like that's what you're hoping for. So this seems like maybe a business of some kind, is what I'm picking up. So good luck to you if you're trying to start a business. It's not easy, beautiful people. Yeah, bye-bye. Hi, let's pop. Alright, one more spirit. Oh, light bulb moment came out again. It was at the bottom, now it just came out. Sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. So, I feel like y'all have gotten an awareness of something. I get a curiosity energy. Um, Something that's kind of caught your eye that maybe you didn't consider or think of pursuing before. I feel like you've kind of like turned your head and looked in a different direction. I feel like someone's wanting to change careers here, in fact. But I feel like someone's scared. Like they don't have the education or they're not willing to go back to school to get the education they need. Hi, Eternal. How you doing, baby? How you feeling? Okay. No, Spirit. You only give me one at a time. back. I've been... I couldn't sleep, so I decided to get on here sooner. No, ghost. Someone has been ghosted. So I get a no contact energy here. Someone walked away, and you have no idea why. Or you walked away from someone and didn't give them an answer as to why. Like, this doesn't have to be romantic. I feel like this is a friendship, too, that got broken up. And you haven't been in contact with that person since then. And I feel like this person's been trying to reach out to you, or you're trying to reach out to them, trying to get answers, trying to get closure as to why, you know, you've just suddenly disappeared. Yeah, well, you don't have to be here. If you really think it's witchcraft, there's the door. Last one. Cuffing season. Y'all singles looking to mingle. You looking to make those connections, hoping to find love again. Even though it's not technically cuffing season from my understanding of what cuffing season is, but we are in summertime, and love always seems to be blossoming in the air when we're in between spring and summer. So I feel like Spirit wants you to really put yourself out there if you're single, wanting to find a partner. You're not going to find it just sitting at home, beautiful people. So put yourself out there. All right. How you doing, Eternal? How you feeling, baby? Listen, beautiful people, I'm doing a general collective reading, okay? This is not a personal reading. So, and it does not matter what zodiac sign you are. It's a collective reading. So take what messages resonate and leave behind the rest. If something doesn't fit, don't force it to fit. And if you want a personal reading from me, the information is in the chat box. You'll see a pinned comment there. All right. But who said I'm sad? Luca, I'm not sad. I'm focused. Mr. Unknown, what do you mean by show you something? If you're being a pervert, you can get lost. See, I'm not that kind of gal. So, this is a psychic tarot channel. So if you're not here to get a psychic reading or to hear one, get lost. Hi, Sean. I'm gravy, baby. Thank you for asking. How you doing? Show something magic by cards. Again, Mr. Unknown, you're not making any sense. Hi, Luke. I'm gravy, baby. Thank you for asking. How you doing? I'm a little tired, but I didn't sleep well, which is the other reason why I came on, because I just laid in bed tossing and turning, and because someone I know will not ask, but I'm gonna ask for them. Someone needs to go see the dentist, but they don't have the money to go. So I decided that I'm gonna go through and offer my services. So all the paid readings I do over the weekend is gonna go towards this person to be able to go to the dentist. Because I don't know if any of y'all have ever had a tooth go bad, but it's extremely painful. So, and this person is, you know, a single parent, so they can use some help. So I'm doing this for them. They won't ask, but they'll accept it. I know them, so. Yes, it is a huge teddy bear. Well, thank you. Okay, Sean, that sounds cool, baby. Appreciate you. All right, beautiful people. So here's the general collective. This seems to be involving someone, again, like I was saying earlier, who is in conflict with themselves. Um, when I pulled the spread, I did it before. I tried going and laying down. And Spirit was showing me someone who is like pretending to be one way in public to what is acceptable by society standards, but behind closed doors, they're completely different. Um, so someone that's wearing a mask. Okay, so think of someone like who could be maybe in the closet, that maybe they're, gay or lesbian, but to the outside world everybody thinks they're straight, but they're really not, or at the minimum they're bi-curious. Um, so I'm picking up on someone like that, to where they're having this inner struggle with themselves. They're not happy. They're living in misery, it feels like, and they have a crush and they deeply care about someone, but they're afraid to share their feelings with someone for fear of rejection, yes, but fear of what society alone will say, because they have not come out of the closet per se to let the world know, or the people close to them know that maybe they you know are gay, lesbian, or at least curious. So, but anyways, beautiful people, because I'm reading for the collective, this feels more personal. But if you are, if some of this resonates, take it, take what the messages resonate, because I'm reading for a huge collective here. Did I finish the pretzels? No, baby, it's still sitting over there in that bag. Are you crazy? I couldn't eat that whole bag in one night. I just munched. So, and I ate a few pieces of beef jerky afterwards and a few chips. All right, beautiful people. So, in recent past energy, I get the Chariot, which, this deck, this is the Chariot. And this is you, like, trying to stay confident, but again, there seems to be a mask here where you present yourself one way to the public and to, your friends and family, but behind closed doors there's, something else that you're not ready or not willing to share with the world, to be vulnerable yet. But you have someone in mind that you really want to get close to, because I see you, trying to make plans, trying to invest in this friendship. And I don't feel like this person has any idea that you have an interest in them. Even though you're over there planting the seeds in the ground, which means you're planting, making this investment in this friendship, hoping it'll go further, but you're still lacking that confidence, where you're like stagnant energy. You're not able to move forward. You don't have the willpower yet to go forward and proceed with, wanting to pursue them, or at least have that open dialogue conversation about how you feel about them. So if there's someone in your life that you're crushing on, this could be you. Because in the present energy, beautiful people, I get the Eight of Pentacles, which is telling me this is you. You're dedicated to, this relationship, to this friendship. But again, I feel like you want a lot more with this person. But again, you're afraid to approach them. You're afraid to say, tell them, what's on your heart, what's on your mind, that you're interested in them, for fear of rejection, or even just in general. Maybe you feel like the outside world won't accept you as a couple for whatever reasons. Or you just feel like that out of, the entire, population in the world, that people would question your choices, we'll say, and they'll, they don't have understanding as to why. But this is you still being invested in it, and I see you like putting extra effort um into this. adding more with this Nine of Pentacles here. And you're trying to create, from going from like a single life as you're, you feel very successful. I feel like you're very abundant, you're very stable. But this is you trying to manifest this love relationship with this person. You're wanting to build this. You're wanting to create something more, a whole new life. And I even feel like someone wants to even, like, I get a hesitant energy of someone who's wanting to run away. Because again, they're afraid that either this person's going to reject them, or their family and friends are going to reject them, or just society as a whole is going to reject them. And Spirit's wanting you to go ahead and take a chance. Because again, you can't expect someone else to accept you if you're already rejecting yourself before you can even get started, to even approach this person. Because in the center, I have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, usually in a love reading for me, means marriage. But we'll just say this is you wanting something more with this person. You're wanting to create, a commitment with this person. Whether, it's not to say that you're wanting to go out tomorrow and marry them. Maybe you do. I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone. It's just telling me that you want a deeper commitment. You're willing to go the extra mile. And Spirit showing me that there's initiative here because you have a lot of passion and you're being inspired by something to go ahead and go forward and to take this chance. And this is what's influencing you. But again, what's leaving you in doubt or in darkness is this Death card, which is just pretty much telling me that your mindset has to change and that all this will not come to be if you get stuck here, which means not allowing to let the old go, which means not allowing to um, tell yourself goodbye to your old life, to walk through the doors to your new life, which could be full of more happiness and potential. Because I feel like you holding this in is actually holding you back in your personal life, in other, relationships, other avenues, but even in your professional life. Because you're not able to be free. You're not able to be out there fully to express yourself and be proud of who you are without fear of rejection. Hi, Bob. How you doing, baby? Yeah, I know. I couldn't sleep, baby. I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on. So, the advice, beautiful people, this is the Strength card. Spirit wants you to have the willpower to go after this relationship, this person you're wanting to pursue. Give it a shot. Give it a chance. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, they can say no. They're not interested. Could it possibly ruin your friendship you've built with them? Yeah, there's always that possibility. But it's like a wise woman always told me, the answer will always be no until you ask. And I don't want to see y'all never pursue, this relationship with someone, that there could be a potential happily ever after for you in it. And then you go on with your life not being completely happy. And then, 5, 10 years from now, you look back and you're like, damn, why didn't I just tell that person? Why didn't I just tell her? Or why didn't I just tell him how I felt? And then you're going to wonder. And there's going to be the what ifs. Spirit saying stop entangling yourself in the what ifs. Just go ahead. Just do it. Have the strength, that inner confidence and willpower to go ahead, to transform. Because changes are going to have to come. But it means you also having to let go of control with this Death card. Release control, surrender. Surrender being more, instead of being uptight in your head and in your emotions, not being as open with others. Spirit's wanting to let go, release, release that control. No, you can't control the outside world. The only person you can control is yourself. And I always tell y'all that too. So you can't go around, sit there and expecting things to happen. If you're just sitting around, not doing anything, yeah, there's certain things that's out of our control. But I'm not talking about the things that's out of our control. I'm talking about what's within our control. What can you do to change the outcome, to change the possibilities? Spirit saying it's in your control. being able to pursue this person if this is what you really want. Because Spirit's showing that there is love here. There is new love. So if you really think that this person's going to turn you down, Spirit saying the likelihood is you would be wrong. They're offering you an Ace of Cups, which is a cup of love, a new opportunity of new love. So could it be this person you're wanting? Yeah. But could it also be someone else that you hadn't thought of? Sure. But I think the point of this is the Spirit's wanting to let you know there's someone out there for you, whether it's this person or someone else. You just have to open yourself up, open your eyes, open your heart, open your mind. You know, go out there like the one card I pulled, cuffing season. Put yourself out there. Mingle with people. Meet new people. Otherwise, how are you going to ever meet your forever partner if you're single? You know, yeah, you can get on those dating apps, and, I have nothing against dating apps. I have nothing against online dating. Understand me, beautiful people. I have met an ex online. Actually, I met two of them, two people I dated, okay? So there is that possibility. All I'm saying is venture out, explore, be willing to try new things. Because you never know. Going out and doing something new, that might be where you meet them at. If this is someone, if you don't have someone in mind yet, but you're looking, well, then do something fun, because that attracts when people see you happy, they see you confident, they see you, allowing your inner child to come out. That's attractive. So be happy, be joyous, have fun, have a good time. Because in the possible future outcome, I get here the judgment, and this is all about choice. You making that decision for yourself. Choice to do what? To set yourself free. To find that balance and peace with the temperance of being able to surrender and let go. No matter what anyone else says, no matter what anyone else thinks, it's about what you want, what makes you happy. Stop worrying about what makes everyone else happy and focus on what makes you happy. Okay, it's like I say to y'all all the time. You can't go around filling up other people's cups if your cup is bare bone dry or already is empty. Okay, you can't pour into someone else unless you're happy. So, is that being selfish? Not necessarily. I call that self-love. Allowing yourself to be loved and knowing you're worthy of love, which I feel like many of y'all don't feel like you're worthy or deserving. So Spirit's saying, you're going to make this choice with this Two of Wands. And I feel like it's going to lead to success. Spirit's just saying, you got to, cut away the BS and be firm like this King of Swords right here, who's stable, mature, who, I don't want to say they're aggressive, I'll just say they're confident, and they speak well. They're very logical, analytical, rational. They may not be as much tied to their emotions, but I feel like this is you, to where you're starting to connect to your heart space more than allowing your mind to overrun your heart. So Spirit's saying, listen to your heart. Tell your mind to shut up, especially when if you're wanting love. Love is a beautiful thing. It's worth fighting for. It's worth having. It's worth the risk. Is there a chance of getting hurt? Yes, beautiful people. There's always going to be a chance. There's always going to be that risk. But it's worth the risk. At least to me it is. It's like I had a wise woman tell me a long time ago that she would rather go through this life, find that one love, her first love or whatever, and have that genuine love, to have that person love her just as much as she loves them. Even if she knew she would end up getting her heart broken, that it wouldn't work out, she would still do it again anyways. Why? Because she'd rather live this life to experience love, at least to know what it feels like once, than to go her whole life never having it at all. So don't you want to give yourself that chance, that opportunity to have that kind of love, to have that success? When you have someone in your corner like that, there's nothing in this world you can't do. You can do anything. And, you know, with someone beside you that believes in you, that loves you and supports you as much as you want to, you know, love and believe in yourself, that's powerful. That's a lot of beautiful energy that will cause you to take off, lift off, like that one card I pulled. And I put it back in the deck. It's lost. So, my beautiful people, because I know whoever this person is, you're obsessed with them. That's what Spirit's showing me. So much so that the thoughts of them makes you cry at night, wondering what they're doing, just wanting them, longing for them, wanting that chance to be able to be with them, but still being afraid, being unsure, to where it's keeping you in the dark. And you feel like a life without them is all darkness. There's no light, but it's causing you to be in pain. And it's gotten to the point where, you know, you feel like you're going to explode. You know, you can't take it anymore. You know, you really want to know, you're willing to take that chance, that risk of being rejected to find out what it feels like, if this person will accept your love offer, or maybe someone else will. You just never know. But Spirit's saying take that chance. You know, you really care about this person. These feelings are deep. They're very deep, I feel. Because you want this pain to stop, and that's the other one. Will this pain ever stop? So your heart is really aching for them. You're really longing for this person. So what are you going to do, beautiful people? Are you just going to sit there and do nothing and allow this pain to overtake you? Or are you going to take that chance and let them know how you feel? Tell them what's on your mind. And then for the oracle cards, beautiful people. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't pull one of those. Spirit's wanting you to know your worth. This is my manifestation deck. And it says, you are on the right track, but you need to go steadily. Knowing that you're worthy of your desires is crucial here. Opportunities open up when you believe in yourself, dig deep, and move past negative comments from others. No matter what happened in the past, if you're aiming to manifest something for the good of everyone concerned, you can do it. Good self-esteem will boost your manifesting powers, so love yourself more. Know your own worth, and others will too. Be true to your values. So know your worth, beautiful people. Know your value. You know, you can't expect others to love you if you don't first see it in yourself. Show them, you know. And if they don't think you're good enough, understand me. There's someone else out there who will think you're more than good enough for them. No matter what, yes or no, that you're worthy of love, happiness, success, prosperity, good health, all the wonderful good things in this life we all want. And we're all deserving of. And that includes you, beautiful people. And then the other one I pulled is Imagine Solutions. And it says, you may feel overwhelmed by problems for which there doesn't appear to be any immediate solution. You may even feel trapped by unpleasant circumstances over which you have no control. Well, this is not the case. Your divine energy is calling you to look more deeply within, to find creative solutions to your dilemma. You are never stuck, nor are you required to agree to anything that doesn't serve your highest good, ever. Workable solutions will appear when you believe they exist. See your present condition through the eyes of your higher self. So what's the solution, beautiful people? If you want someone, wouldn't, mean that, yeah, it's time to, swallow your pride and, approach them and say, hey, I like you, can I take you on a date? Or can we talk, Are you interested in me? Why not? You know, because to me, again, if you're not willing to go forward and tell this person how you feel, you're rejecting yourself. That person didn't even have a chance to reject you, but that's what you're all worried about. That's what you keep overthinking. But by not ever saying anything, you're rejecting yourself. So think about that one, beautiful people. The spirit showing me there's success here. And this is from my other manifesting deck. And spirit saying this is success. To welcome success into your life. Simply trying to do something is a success, regardless of the outcome. Just simply by trying, beautiful people. That's a success in itself. Because that's taking a step forward instead of staying stagnant or taking a step back. Like you think of something so simple that we may take for granted or we may not think about, like just getting out of bed in the morning and getting dressed. There's many people that can't do that. Why? Because they're stuck in a major depression that all they want to do is stay in bed and sleep all day. And they want to shut the world out. But you choose, even if you're having the blues, you choose to still get up and get out of bed and get dressed and go out there and experience the world. So that's success in itself. And then the last few cards I'll have here, beautiful people. Spirit wants you to be inspired. Have inspiration. Why? Because inspiration will help you to have hope. Hope is a beautiful thing. Not only hope, but to flourish. Why? Because flourish is going to bring the abundance you want. Whether that's tangible abundance, material, financial, spiritual, emotional, or mental. Or like this love. Romantic love, if you're seeking it. Here's your abundance. But first, you gotta go out there and grab it. Be inspired. Inspired to approach that person you have these feelings for that you keep bottling up, not allowing them to know, or just wanting to have someone. Can't do that unless you have hope and put yourself out there and flourish in all that energy and allow it to surround you. Hi, Dennis. And that's what I have for y'all, beautiful people, for the general collective reading. Again, take what messages resonate and leave behind the rest. If something don't fit, don't force it to fit. Leave it behind for someone else. How you doing, Dennis? And Bob, yeah, baby, I came on early because I was just laying in bed tossing and turning. I was worried. I'm worried about someone. So, there's someone who needs help. I spoke to them last night. And they won't ask for it themselves, so I'm going to ask for it for them. Did you? I hadn't even been on Facebook yet. I'm not going to say who it is. But someone in our community needs our help. So they told me they have a bad toothache. And I don't know about y'all, but I've had a tooth go bad and it's very, very, very painful. 5 a.m. Okay. I'll make that work, Bob. For you and for her, I'll be available. So even if I have to end the stream, we'll say 3, because I may need a nap just so I can recharge. And then I can come back on here afterwards if I still want to stream more. So You're welcome, baby. So, Bob, there's someone in our community. I'm not going to say who it is because I think they're too prideful to ask for help. But they they have a bad tooth and they need to go see the dentist, but they don't have the money. So, and I think we all know medical cost is expensive. But going to the dentist is even more expensive because even if you have health insurance, they don't pay really anything. So, um, they told me it'd be $300 just to be seen. Hi, kindly Luda. Hi, I'm Gravy Baby. Thank you for asking. How you doing? No, Bob, I ain't telling you the initials. If that person wants y'all to know, they can let y'all know. But I just know they need help. They're a single parent, and that's all I'm gonna say. So, and I don't want them in pain because I know, I've had a tooth go bad, and you can't think straight. All that toothache is it's just miserable having. So I decided that um whatever money I make this weekend from readings, I'm gonna give it to them so they'll go see the dentist because they need to go have it looked at. I'm worried about it getting infected, and then that can create a whole another set of problems that I just don't want to see happen. Because I won't sleep, because I'll just be worried about them. So, well, it's good to see you too, kindly Luda. Yeah, baby, I'll be here. It looks like I'll be here till maybe 3 in the morning, Eastern time. So, I might take a break. I don't know. I don't know if this stream's going to go all the way into the 10 o'clock hour or not. But I hope I'll see you later, baby. I hope you'll stop by and say hi. So I'm worried about them, and I want them to go see the dentist. So I'm gonna try and make that happen. Hopefully, I can make enough money for them to go see the dentist and get it pulled or whatever it is they need to do. They seem to think the tooth is cracked, but I don't know. It's 4:15 in Pakistan. Well, it's 7:15 p.m. here in the United States in Georgia. So that's why I came on, Bob, just to make that announcement and do this reading, because that song is still playing in my head, that I've had playing in my head the last few days. 9 a.m. in Australia. See, that's the one good thing about the internet. You get to meet people from all over the world. All right, beautiful people. So, Bob, this is what I'm going to do. Like what I was doing last night, the $5 mini readings. I'll offer that through the weekend, but I'm also going to do the more in-depth $40 readings too. So it's up to each person if they want a $5 mini reading or they want the more in-depth one. I'm going to do both though. I hate those words. Hi, Karen. It's good to see you too, honey. How you doing, sweetheart? How you feeling? Hello, Emal. Oh, really? You gonna send me 500 US dollars just to smile? Okay. Send it to me. I ain't gonna believe it till I see it. Hi, I'm Mary. Yes, you know me, beautiful. I mean, I didn't sleep well, actually. I tossed and turned most of the morning. I probably would have been on here sooner, but my neighbor was out there cutting grass, so it would have been loud. Hi, Jessica. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, you know what it is? It's rude. It's rude to tell somebody to smile. I mean, if someone wants to smile, I mean, to me, you would want that to be a real smile, not a fake smile. And I'm not a fake person. So when you see me smile, know it's genuine. It's real. I'm not putting on a face or a mask for anyone. But I'm more of a serious person that way. And given what I do is serious. I take it seriously. But some people don't understand that. It's like you get these guys on here, especially a lot of them who are perverts who are looking for, I guess, those women who have pages like OnlyFans. And I guess they think I'm one of those OnlyFans girls, which I'm not. So, would never do anything like that. But they have this idea that that's what people like me do. Instead of thinking that maybe, you know, I read tarot and I help people. I agree, you're a prophet. To me, that's the real genuine way. Like, why would you want someone to fake smile at you? It makes no sense to me. Wouldn't you want someone to smile at you genuinely to know that, you know, just, you know, looking at you makes them smile, or something you said genuinely makes them smile, makes them feel good? That's how I feel about that anyways. So, I'm a real person. That's all I can tell y'all. I don't pretend to be someone I'm not. You either like me or you don't. Either way, I'm gonna be gravy. You know, you're a prophet. You're right. You got a point there, baby. That's true. Yes, Karen, I just finished a collective reading, sweetheart. Bob Dole, what do you mean? Who you talking to? Hi, beautiful, majestic. There's my soul sister. I'm gravy, beautiful. Thank you for asking. How you doing, honey? I've been meaning to reach out to you and things just been chaotic. Hey, Alexis. I'm gravy, beautiful. Thank you for asking. How you doing? Oh, I miss you too, honey. I know I stream late at night, but I've been trying to get on here and there whenever I can during the day. Oh, I agree, Bob. But that's what a lot of guys do that come on here. Like when I'm on here at night, I can't tell you how many people come on here and ask about my OnlyFans page. Like they already assume I have one, and that's what I do. So, oh, I miss you too, beautiful. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I tossed and turned. I had some things on my mind. Because someone in our community needs to go see the dentist, but they don't have the money. So I'm going to try and make the money so they'll go to the dentist. Bob, I agree with you, baby. And I do believe that. And that's what's sad. Like, why do they automatically assume like most of the women who are on here, that's what they do? I don't get it. Yep, that's exactly what they are, baby. Hey, Eric. How you doing, baby? Eric. Oh, you're so funny, baby. No, it's not Bob, it's someone else. I'm not gonna say who it is. If they want to say who they are, that's fine. Um, because I know originally they didn't want, me to do this, but they'll get over it. Because if they want me to get any sleep and not worry, they'll go to the dentist. Because otherwise, I ain't gonna sleep. Because I'll be worried. Because I know how painful a bad tooth is. Oh my goodness. Like I remember that one time I went to Florida to visit family, and I had a tooth that went bad. But the crazy part about it is I already had a root canal done on it. So it should not have been bothering me at all, right? Oh my gosh. That 8-hour drive home. Mm-mm. And I refused to go see a dentist down there in Florida. I wanted to see my dentist who knows me well. So, I mean, on the way back home, I picked up the Ambisol and the other numbing crap you can get at the pharmacy, and I drowned that tooth in it as much as I could just to make the drive back home, just so I can go see my dentist. And of course, he prescribed me some medicine and said, well, I already worked on this tooth. Like, he didn't understand why it was bothering me. But instead of pulling it, he's like, well, I could send you to see the specialist, and maybe um, they have a different medicine that'll work. They'll just have to redo the root canal, is what, he had told me. And it's like, well, yeah, I don't want to lose a tooth. So for another $1,500, I went and saw a specialist. Come find out, I had a third canal in this tiny tooth, and it was one of my front bottom. It was a front bottom tooth I had, and um, normally the dentist told me you normally only have one, maybe two canals per tooth, but for whatever reason, I had a third one in there in this tiny tooth. So the specialist was able to go in and clear out the third canal and do the whole root canal all over again, so I didn't lose that tooth. But yeah, it was crazy. So I know what it's like to have, a tooth go bad, and it's painful. Like I could not think straight. I couldn't eat. I just Oh my gosh, I remember I was even taking a Q-tip and I was dipping it in the medicine and just drowning my bottom tooth in it as much as I could, just to numb it, just to get me home. So, so I want them to go see the dentist, because otherwise I'm gonna worry and I won't sleep. Wow, Eric. Hi, KB. Yeah, I've been there myself, baby. And you know, the dentist ain't cheap, and insurance don't pay nothing. So, like, they had told me it was going to be a few $100s just for them to get seen. It's like, yeah, well, I guess, instead of sitting there just worrying and not able to sleep, I can do something about it. So I decided to come on and work a little bit longer to help make the money so I can give it to them so they'll go to the dentist. So they're not in all that ungodly pain. Because apparently they've been dealing with it for a while, but it comes and goes, and it's like, nope, I'm just going to worry more. Because then I'm just going to worry that it's going to get infected or something along those lines. I'm good, Tim. Thank you for asking. How you doing? Hi, Kareem. Yeah, it's getting there. I'll be working tonight, though. Oh, really, Eric? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. There are dental colleges that do that, but I think they're out there in the country. I don't know how far away they would be from one of the colleges, if there's one even in their area. I have no idea. I didn't even think about that. I think they're thinking it has to be pulled, though. I don't know. You're doing really good. Well, I'm happy to hear you're doing really well. That's always good to hear. So, what's going on with you, my beautiful, majestic sister? My soul sister. Are you working tonight, girlfriend? 7:30. So, so I was initially, I probably was going to take Sunday off, but now I'm not. I'm just going to go ahead and stream Sunday too. Oh, geez, majestic. You need the dentist too? Okay, well, how about I do this? I get whatever I make, beautiful. I give you half, and then I give the other half to someone else. Because both of y'all need to go to the bloody dentist. How about that? Y'all can't allow y'all's health to go bad. You know, of course, the person told me not to worry. They're like, no, you need to get your car fixed. Yeah, I do need my car, and yes, my car needs to be fixed, but your teeth, that's part of your health, so that can't be ignored. Oh my gosh. Yeah, beautiful, I can just imagine. I hate to hear you got a cracked tooth, too. What's going on with y'all? I know 2 people know that have a cracked tooth. Hi, off-grid. Yes, baby, it is. It's very, very important. I mean, you can't eat unless you have teeth to begin with, so. Hi, Andre from Brazil. I don't want anyone to be in pain, and I don't want anyone not being able to eat or anything else. Been grinding your teeth? Yeah, I think that's what this other person said they've been doing too. But I think they think they're doing it in their sleep, so either way, still needs to be looked at. That's not good. Oh, I'm sure I grind mine too. Well, Andre, there's another Andre in here. So, hi, Andre. There's an Andre in here from Brazil. Hi, Kamal. Are you Eric? You're a grinder too? You know, my beautiful soul sister. Someone donated for a couple people to get a reading. And I picked you to be one of them, beautiful. Is my screen still in reverse? Oh, jeez. I'm wondering if it's a glitch. Because I went through and I messed with the settings. I did do that. And the one button that one of the other mods told me to check, it wasn't on. So I don't understand. And all it did was update the app yesterday. Hi, Joe. How you doing, honey? Thank you. That's what they're saying. That's what people were saying last night. All the words are backwards. I don't know how to fix it. Like, I checked my settings. I can always go back in there and mess with one of the buttons and turn it on or off and see if that fixes it and come back on when I, start the stream at 10. And if that don't fix it, then I'm just going to assume it's a YouTube glitch because it's weird that it wasn't that way before. But suddenly I update the app yesterday before I streamed last night and here it is. I know you've been missing. I've been missing you, beautiful. Oh, thank you, Tim. So, but I picked you, beautiful. And there's something I got to share with you, too. Oh, Jericho, Mr. 3 Inches. You really want to get started with that, Jericho? Of course, Majestic. Yeah, I picked you. I picked 4 people, so. Oh, no, not again. I got an Amber Alert. Hello, Mustafa. You got a crash course in reality the last time? I know. You want to go there again? Because we all got all kinds of jokes for 3 inches. Don't we, Majestic? My name's Amanda. I mean, Jericho, you wouldn't happen to be the guy that came on here that one night in the middle of me doing a reading for someone. It was trying to impress me with 3 inches. Like, just saying. Oh my goodness. Yes, Jericho, we did. If that was your intention, we did get a good laugh. Hi, KBIW. How you doing? And you know, my beautiful majestic, I did get a few new decks too, honey. Yeah, well, you know, Jericho, I'd be disappointed too, to be honest. I'm gravy, Mustafa. Thank you for asking. I hope you are too. So beautiful. Do you want me to do your reading now? Hi, Buttercup. How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, Jericho, but you gotta pay me to do a reading. I don't work for free, honey. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Buttercup. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. Like, I tossed and turned most of the morning after I had talked to a friend of mine, and they were telling me they were having problems with their teeth, that they need to go to the dentist, but they don't have the money. So I'm worried about them. Yes, beautiful, majestic. I'm working tonight, too. I came on early just to see. Plus, I needed to get that other collective reading out of the way because it seemed to be like a spillover from last night. Okay, Jericho. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, if you want a private one-on-one reading with me, you'd have to email me, honey. You're worried about my friendship, Mustafa. What do you mean? It's always good when you're here too, Buttercup. Hello, sweaty guy. Okay, majestic. Are you off tonight, beautiful, or are you working? I just don't want you coming on, beautiful, and I'm in the middle of a reading and I can't do yours yet. I mean, but I can always call you too. Oh, you love my honesty, Jericho? Yeah, baby, I'm very honest. You know, I say what I feel. I don't mean to say it, you know, I don't like to hurt people's feelings, but I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat everything either. So to me, that's just being, you know, real and human. Okay, beautiful. Well, beautiful, majestic. We don't have to do it tonight, sweetheart. I just wanted to let you know, honey. It sounds like a real woman. Who, me, sweaty guy? So I want you to conserve your energy too, majestic. I don't want you to drain yourself, honey. You gotta save your energy for your clients like me. Mustafa, how old are you? Well, I'm happy you did, beautiful. Because I do miss you, majestic. So, But I can do your reading anytime, beautiful. I just wanted you to know. Let you know I miss you. It's not the same without you here, sweetheart. So, but yeah, I'll be here tonight and tomorrow. Hello, Mukesh. You're 25, Mustafa. Where are you from, Mustafa? You're on picket duty? Why does my relationship status matter? This isn't a dating site. This is a psychic tarot channel. From West Africa. That's neat. Oh, I know, honey. And I can use some of your jokes. I can use some of that good laughter. You always got some good jokes. So, take it easy, Majestic. Oh, and I'm going to be you for a minute. Make sure you eat something, too. Don't make me have to come chasing after you later. Ask you, did you eat? All right, Jericho. Sounds like a plan. Appreciate you. Y'all are so funny. Oh my goodness. I will. I'll munch on something. That's why I came on, because I needed to get that other reading out of the way. So hopefully I can do a whole new reading and it'll be something other than that. Oh, okay. Well, I only got one teddy, and he's back there. Did you get any sleep, Bob? I hope so, baby. Oh, I love you too, Majestic. Well, since some people, didn't read what my, one of my mods just posted. If you want a personal reading from me, I can do a mini 3-card reading for $5 US. If you want a more in-depth reading where I do a 5-card tarot spread plus oracle cards, then it's $40 US. Hi, Douglas. I'm Gravy Baby. Thank you for asking. How you doing? Hi, Alec. How you doing, baby? Bob. 3 inches. Hello. Oh my goodness. Y'all are something else. Thank you, Mustafa. Hi, Banana. Yeah, take care of your fur babies, baby. You can't have them going hungry. Yeah, well, you don't have to be here either. See you, bye. Mukesh Kumar, I already said what my prices are. If you want a personal reading from me, okay, it's $40 US for an in-depth reading. If you just want a 3-card mini reading, I can do that for $5. Okay, I don't do readings for free. My energy isn't for free. You don't work for free, so don't expect me to. Where am I from? I'm in the United States. Get 'em, Bob. Mustafa, yeah, I know you're a student, but you know, even when I was a student, I still had a full-time job. I actually had to help my parents pay the bills because my mother was terminally ill. Hi, JK. How you doing? I can't believe you talked me into all these stupid apps. Why? Why did I do that? Oh. Oh, really, Jericho? I know Axl Rose. That's pretty cool. Hello, Janot. Hi, Brandon. Mustafa, what request? I don't know what request you have. I look like Lorana. I don't know who that is, Alan. No, Jericho, I don't know him personally, but I know who you're talking about. And I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. I think he was in some magazine or something in the sometime, I think beginning of this year, end of last year. Mustafa, if you want to talk to me, that's what my email's for. Outside of that, people don't get my number unless they're my mods or unless they're paying to get a one-on-one personal reading from me. Hi, Tammy. Same to you, sweetheart. Thank you, Brandon. Hi, Roxy Boo. How you doing, honey? So interesting. Well, you know, Lisa, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're wrong. Nope. I'm not Native American. You know, Native American is a beautiful ethnicity, it's a beautiful culture, but nope, I'm not. It truly is, Bob. Mustafa, my email is posted in the chat. So you can email me there. But you're not getting my number. So Lisa, it's always interesting to me because people think that all the time when, you know, there's so many beautiful different ethnicities out there. And I just don't understand why everybody always picks Native American out of all of them. Obviously, because I'm not Native American, so there has to be someone, you know, another ethnicity that I have similar features to, which there's many of those. Hi, Catherine. How you doing, beautiful? Ooh. All right, Mustafa, it's time for you to go because I can't deal with this. Oh, really, Jericho? That's crazy. Really. I know, Catherine. I came on early, beautiful, because I couldn't sleep, y'all. Like, I went to bed and I laid in bed and I tossed and turned. I think I just had a lot on my mind. No, I haven't, Jericho. I don't watch TV, baby. It's good. I'm just working. I got on to start work earlier than initially had planned, but that's okay. No, it's not good, Catherine, but one of um one of these subscribers um needs my help because they need to go see the dentist, but they don't have the money to go to one, and they're a single parent. So, and I hate the idea of them being in pain. So they definitely need to go see the dentist and have it looked at. But they're not going to go unless they have the money. So I decided to take it upon myself that whatever money I make from my readings for the weekend, I'll give to them so they can go to the dentist. Otherwise, I'll lose sleep and I'll worry about them. It's like what I tell y'all, you know, it's hard. You can't worry about things that are out of your control, but you can, you know, worry and focus on the things that are within your control. So, like me, you know, I'm worried about, you know, my friend that I care about. And so, what can I do? Well, work some extra hours and make some extra money so I can give it to them to go, you know, see the dentist. Because our physical health is very important, just as much as our emotional and mental health. So, see how this weekend goes. Because I initially was going to take Father's Day off, but I decided now I'm not going to. I know, beautiful, and I'm trying. You know, I worry about, you know, people I care about. And if there's something I could do to help, I want to help them. And they've been there for me. So it's my turn to step up and be there for them in their time of need. So, so that's what I decided to do. Of course, they told me not to worry about it because they know I need my car fixed. But I told, you know, that that'll get handled. I know, Catherine. I thought about that too, beautiful. So, and what's crazy is next Sunday is the anniversary date of my daddy's death. So, because he died a few days after Father's Day, the year he passed away. So I would have taken this Sunday and next Sunday off. Well, I'm going to work this Sunday. I'll just take next Sunday off instead. You're the same way, Sherry Ann? Yeah, I care about people. You know, I have a deep soul and I worry about people. So if there's something I could do to help, I'm going to, if it's within my control. That white thing, those are angel wings. It's a decoration. It was a gift from someone. Oh, wow, Catherine. Um, my daddy, aka stepdad, died June 22nd. Well, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Oh, I believe he is. I believe both my dad and my stepdad are proud. I feel them around. I know they're always watching over me. So, because my real father's birthday was back in May, um, but he passed away in November. But my daddy, who raised me most of my life, passed away a few days after Father's Day. So he's the one that taught me how to shoot pool. No, beautiful. You definitely can't replace him. And I think that's the one thing I've always learned over the years is I don't care how old you are. You know, for me, I'm going to always need my parents. And that's one of the things that I've truly learned over the years. Even at 44 years old, I still need my parents. And I would still give anything, almost anything, to have them here with me. Oh, Sherry Ann, I'm sorry, honey. I can relate, beautiful. I cry too. You know, I just want y'all to know, you know, because I understand that Father's Day is this weekend, so I'll probably do some readings between tomorrow and Sunday if y'all want a message from y'all's dad or grandfather, whoever. Hi, Deborah. Aw, thank you, honey. You're a beautiful person too, sweetheart. I hope you're doing better, sweetheart. Um, but I want y'all to know, you know, I learned that when you lose someone, especially to death, you never ever get over it. And you'll never ever be completely over it. Does that mean you're gonna cry and bawl your eyes out for the rest of your life over them? No. You know, there'll come a day that you'll be able to smile first before you even think of crying over them. Does that mean you won't ever cry over them again? No. It just means that you've reached that point where you're more at peace with it, or you have found some sort of acceptance with it. But there'll still be those moments that it'll catch you off guard. You'll cry for no reason and it won't make any sense to you. Or it'll be one of those special days that, you know, you miss them. And naturally, because you miss them, your heart aches for them. You ache for their presence. You naturally, human nature, you know, hurt and then you cry. And it's natural. So don't feel like it's not. Thank you, Atomic. That's very sweet. That's right, Sherry Ann. And you got to remember that. Because you know what I do? Um, on those days, usually I honor them. Like I celebrate their memory. So, like Father's Day, I would typically go out and do something. Even though my dad and my stepdad aren't here, but I would still go out and do something and celebrate the day like as if they were still here. So, think of, my stepdaddy, he taught me how to shoot billiards pool. I would go to the pool hall, or I would go to his favorite restaurant and eat his favorite food, or have his favorite cocktail. I always do something just to show, that I'm still, celebrating them, and, I'm still thinking about them, and they'll always be there with you. You got to know that they never leave your side. They're just in a different, they're here just in a different way. Yeah, you can't reach out and touch them. You can't, just hear their voice or see their face, and I understand that. But I want you to know they're always their spirit's always with you. Because love is eternal. It never dies. It just transmutes, and it always lingers. But the most important thing you got to remember is that they left their love behind with you. So you have to allow, the good times, the good memories you made with them. That's what you got to, remind yourself of in those times when it's difficult, when you want to do nothing but cry. Allow those memories to be what helps comfort you. And think of, like, all the things they taught you, and talk about them. Don't be afraid to talk about them. Share your passed over loved ones with others, that you care about. Maybe they knew them, maybe they didn't, but it helps to talk about them, to get it out. It helps to be reminded of some of those, precious memories that we may tend to forget because we haven't been around them, or because we haven't thought about them because we're so busy with our, day-to-day lives. It's kind of hard to constantly think about them. It's like, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, until those days like Father's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, that kind of thing comes rolling around. It's like, oh crap. So, and I get that. And that's beautiful, Catherine. See, when I see hawks, that's Daddy. And I know that because he had a hawk pendant he wore on his rope chain around his neck. So, when I see hawks, I think of him. Um, when I see like anything having to do with fish, I think of my father, my real dad, because he was a fisherman. And when I bowl, I think of both of them because they both bowled. So there's different things. And I got different memories with both of them. But that's beautiful. I always think of them. And so I'll wait till next Sunday and see how next Sunday plays out. But I'll probably go out and go to the pool hall and try and stop by the bowling alley if I can fit it in. No, Catherine, that's beautiful. I love to hear that. That's a beautiful way of saying he loves you. What's my goals for the day? I'm working. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working. So whenever people want a personal reading and pay me, I do a reading for them. Oh, it very much is. Oh, thank you, Bob. You're very sweet, baby. Hi, Maura. How you doing, beautiful? Oh, Jerry Ann, I love that. Collect the feathers and keep them somewhere. Like put them, in a little keepsake box. And if you got a picture of him, place it with his picture. Because like on like Father's Day or those days, I always have a candle too that I light for them. And Sometimes I'll get them flowers because um the only person that was buried was my real father, but he's in California and I'm in Georgia, so I can't go to his grave. Um, my mama and my stepdaddy, they both were cremated, but my brother has their ashes. So I just, have a picture of them. Um, I might have, um, a trinket, that makes me, think of them, or it's something that did belong to them, and I'll light a candle. But I get feathers too, beautiful. In fact, I found a white feather last week. I got it over there in my box. That's what it is. Feathers from heaven. I love it. So it's always that beautiful reminder to me. And I have a mediumship deck that I use um, for readings if people want a message from their passed or loved ones. It's a thick deck. I'm gravy, beautiful. Thank you for asking. How you been, honey? Hi, Al. Yeah, baby, I came on early because I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning in bed. I might have slept maybe 2 hours, if that. I want to say like 2 hours because I was worried about somebody and then my cats were up running around making racket. Hi, DM. How you doing, baby? And that's right, Deborah. And that's what you got to remember, sweetheart. And I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I lost my mom and my aunt 3 weeks apart from each other. My mama died Thanksgiving Day, and then my aunt died. It was about, what, 2 weeks? No, not quite. I think it was like 12, 14 days before Christmas. She passed away. So it was rough. Did you get some rest, DM? I hope you did, baby. So yeah, I have this mediumship deck that it's expensive, so I use it for paid readings. Let me grab it. Where did I put it? Is this it? This might be it. Yeah. Good. Damn, I'm happy to hear that, baby. Where you at, DM? You didn't tell me, so I'm thinking you must be in like Nevada or Arizona or something, especially when you're saying it's hot. Okay. So this deck has all kinds of different messages in it. That's supposed to be like a message from a loved one. If I were to pull it, if I were to tap into your energy and pull messages from your loved ones on the other side. I love this deck. I mean, I got it for me to use, but what's crazy is I haven't used it for me. I don't know why. I don't, because I guess maybe because I don't read for myself, but I don't regret getting it because I know when I have used it for people, it's been very helpful for them. You're in Nevada, 110 degrees. Holy cow! No, baby, that's too hot for me. Oh, I would be sweating. I remember what that was like the last time I was out in Nevada, and it was middle of summer too, so like this time of year. it was just hot. I mean, when I say it was hot, I remember it was just like walking into a kitchen, but, you know, having the oven turned on high. That's what it feels like. You're just baking out there. It's freezing. Well, yeah, Bob, because it's winter where you're at, which that just throws me. That definitely just throws me. So, I don't know what the temperature is right now here. Thankfully, it didn't rain today, which surprises the heck out of me because it seems like it rains here almost every freaking day. I don't know what it is. Aww. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Deborah. I'm happy and, you know, it worked out that way and it made you feel better, sweetheart. That's true too, DM. Oh, well, I'm happy to hear that, Deborah. Yeah, 'cause I know that's rough not having your sisters and having a disconnection from them right now. So, I'm glad she responded back with a heart. So, hopefully, you know, y'all can work on rebuilding y'all's relationship. You know, don't put pressure on yourself, Deborah. Take it one day at a time, sweetheart. You know, it's like I told you, you know, I don't know what happened and I don't need to know. Um, and I'm not saying you're wrong to feel whatever you feel, sweetheart. Um, but it's good to also forgive and let go so it doesn't eat you whole because it eats away your spirit. You know, like as time progresses on, it's like, you know, you might be this, you know, bright, bubbly person, but gradually, because, you know, that pain, that anger, that resentment builds up inside and it dims your light and people take notice. You may not notice it, but others around you will. So I'm happy it helped. Oh, wow, Maura. That's crazy. Yeah, y'all still getting cold up there. 44 degrees. No, it's not going down in the 40s here, but um, I know it's been going down to where at least for me, it's nice enough to still sit outside at night. So that's crazy. Um, dang it, there goes my bladder. I need to use the ladies' room, y'all. I'll be right back. cat just made a mess. Kicked all his kitty litter out of his litter box. I guess I need to get like a bigger kitty litter pan for them because both him and Toby, both of them, kick all the damn litter out of the litter box. Oh, we got more trolls acting a fool. Well, you know. Okay, and I just got cold all of a sudden. I know, bad kitties. That's Wolfie. I don't know what it is, but Toby does the same thing. Same exact thing. They both do it. And litter's not cheap either. So I'm gonna have to get like a bigger box or something. Or a cover or something I can use. So it doesn't go on the floor. Alright, beautiful people. Oh, you're so funny, Bob. No, you're not, baby. I don't see you that way. You're being funny. And I like it. Everyone may not understand your humor, but I do. Ouch. Okay. So, it's 8:30. Well. Don't take what away from you, Bob. I ain't taking nothing away from you. Hello, all eyes on me. Tonight, let's see, Thursday to Friday. Okay, Bob, you said 5 o'clock, right? 5 o'clock my time. That means I have to get off by 3, I think, at the latest. But it's in a good way, baby. End stream by 3 a.m. And then after I'm done with that reading with y'all, I can always start a new stream if I want to. So I'll play it out and see how it goes. Got it. Yep, it'll be 5 a.m. for me in about 8.5 hours, roughly, right? Yep, 8.5 hours. So at least maybe I can take a quick cat nap before I do it to try and recharge some. Let's see how the night goes. Because then I'll stream all night tomorrow too. And I'll see how Saturday plays out. So, and is the letter still backwards, Bob? Because I messed with what Shelby told me to do, and it didn't seem like it changed anything. So, like, there must be a glitch with YouTube. It's the only thing I could think of. That's funny, I can mess with y'all. Y'all having to read backwards. You know, if you're dyslexic, then it won't bother you. It'd work out perfectly, but it's reverse more. Yeah, I don't know why. You know, I updated my YouTube app yesterday before I started streaming last night. And that's the way it was. And I went in there and messed with the settings after I ended the stream, and it's still that way. So I have to mess with one of them again. Turn something on or off and see if that fixes it. I don't know why it's mirrored. I did see something about mirrored, but I could have sworn it showed it that it wasn't even on. So I guess maybe I need to turn it on. But that wouldn't make any sense because then it shouldn't be mirrored. Well, that's what I was told more. So I went into the settings and for the camera and did what one of the other mods told me to do, but it didn't seem like it fixed it. So I don't understand. I just find it interesting though that ever since I updated the app that it's been that way. It makes no sense to me at all because it shouldn't be that way. Alright. So I'll have to mess with it again. Yeah, Deborah, I got separate litter boxes for them. And one of them likes to use the other's litter box. And he don't like it, so... But they still kick the litter out of the box. Like, you could see all the litter, you know, when I walked into the other room, it was all over the floor. I ended up stepping on it. So, they act territorial that way, I guess. At least one of them is. Because the other one, it's like, you know, even when he eats, you know, he hisses at him. Don't want him anywhere near his water bowl, his food bowl. None of that. I don't have any newspaper, and I don't get newspapers delivered to my house. It's like, what else could I use? I just got like plenty of packaging boxes I guess I can use. Like cardboard, maybe. That'd probably be the only other thing I can do. Hello, Nick. Yes, I'm gravy. Same to you, honey. Thank you. Have a blessed day, too. Well, I reckon I can always end the stream and freshen up and then find something to munch on and then pull cards for another collective reading that I could put on the other stream. Hopefully it'll be something different this time. That's my hope anyways. So, I just thought I'd come on a little early, hang out with y'all since I couldn't sleep, and because, like I said, I had that song playing in my head, that spread, the tarot spread I did. It seems like it was a spillover from last night, and plus, one of my friends needs to go to the dentist, but they don't have the money to go to get their tooth looked at or pulled, so So I'm going to work to make the money over the weekend so they can go see the dentist. Because they need to have it checked out, or I'm just going to worry. What, you're talking about like leave the cardboard box still box, but just cut it in half pretty much is what you're saying, Bob? Where they can jump in it. Is that what you mean, baby? Because it's like, I honestly think the litter box has gotten too small for them. So I think they need a bigger box. Because even Wolfie is like, what? He's about like that. I mean, he's only about that tall, but he's probably about that big, even though he's less than a year old. But it seems like he gets to the right side of the litter box and he kicks it out. And then Toby does the same thing. It's like, I don't get it. Aw, thank you more. I try to be good friends to everyone. I like to help out whenever I can. If there's something I can do, I always try. So, they need my help. Of course, they told me not to worry about it because they told me to worry about getting my car fixed. But I can't do that when someone's in pain, especially when it comes to their health. Their health is more important than me getting my car fixed. That's how I prioritize that. Okay, Bomb. Yeah, I got plenty of boxes, so I think I need to get a bigger litter box. I'm just have to be the one to go shopping for it instead, because he don't know what he's doing. And I'll just leave it like that. So yes, my beautiful people, tonight through the weekend, I'm working to raise money to help one of my friends get money to go see the dentist because obviously they have something wrong with the tooth. They think it's cracked, so possibly they may need it pulled. I don't know, but I just know it's expensive to go see a dentist. You know, to get any kind of medical care these days, it's outrageous, period. And they can use some help. They've been here for me, so I'm gonna be here for them. You know, they're a single parent, so they're taking care of their kids by themselves, and so I like to do something to help them, and so they can get to the dentist and get it looked at and fixed, hopefully. A bigger box with a cover and flap door might help. Yeah, more. I think this thing has like a partial cover on it, but I think you don't leave it on there for whatever reason. But I know what you're talking about because I thought I did see one. Aw, Deborah. Yeah, he's funny. I've only watched a couple of his shows. And I don't watch TV now, so. But yeah, I heard that he passed away, and that's really sad. Hello, Safaras. How you doing? 8:38. So, I'll be on, Deborah, because I'll be back. If I end the stream now, I'll be back at 10 p.m. Eastern. Like I said, I just wanted to come on for a little bit and say hi, let y'all know what I was going to do this weekend. So starting tonight, whatever money I make through the weekend, it's going to be donated to a friend. And some of y'all know this friend, okay? I'm not going to say their name. That's up to them if they want to be known, but I'm not going to say who it is. But it's someone y'all know, someone from our community that's here online. And so they need to go see the dentist, so I'm going to help make that happen. and make as much money as I can to help them after all they've done for me. Oh, you're so funny, Bob. Yeah, we expect payment up front. Why does everybody want to marry me? Hi, Orb. I'm a bargain. You gotta put up with me. Oh boy. It should be more like 20 million. Why do you ask about Instagram? Hi, beautiful spirit. I just saw a bluish purple spirit orb over here. I'm here on YouTube, so. Yeah, payable through PayPal or I got Zelle. Of course, I think there's a limit on how much you can send through that, but I'll even take a wire transfer. How about that? Give you my banking details and you'll send me $1. Okay, you want privacy chat. And what do you want to talk to me about? Because I do offer one-on-one personal private readings, but you have to email me for those details. Because you're going to have to pay for that too. So, unless it's something else, then, you know, you're wasting your time. Because you want to marry me? Well, you know, don't I get a say in who marries me? Oh, that's to the guy that wants to marry me? Okay, Bob, I got you, baby. I mean, I just want to know, like, what do I get? Like, what kind of husband am I getting here? If I were to agree to marry you. I mean, do you even know how old I am? Because I'm pretty sure I'm a lot older than you think I am. Oh, yeah, that's true, Bob. Most of them do arranged marriages. You're right. And they expect kids over there. Well, I'm past that age. You're sure he's the king of Africa? That's probably what they would say to me. PS4 foot. King of Africa. I mean, you know, just so you know how old I am, I'm older than 40. Yes, you heard me right. So, oh, Jaden, wouldn't you like to know? That's none of your business. See you, bye. Hi, Gnostic. How you doing, baby? You know, Safaraj, there's a long line of people who want to, date me and marry me, just so you know. I'm surprised none of my mods have said that yet, actually, because most of them would tell you get in line. There's a long wait. You're gravy? Well, I'm happy to hear that, baby. Good morning, Katie. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Alejandro. How you doing, baby? Get in the back of the line. There you go. There's one right there. You got a long line to wait. Alejandro said he's first. I don't have Instagram. That's what I'm telling him, Gnostic. Oh yeah, don't forget the big diamond ring. My other mod, Bob, said, yeah, I like big diamonds. So, he's like my dad on here. He ain't gonna let you marry me unless you present a big, huge rock. Oh, well, Jesus, you need some of my confidence. Well, thank you. That's a compliment. Talking about my confidence. Yeah, I'm confident. Gnostic. Oh, my goodness. It's your Sunday night. Hey, that's all right, baby. Hi, Dexter. Oh, I didn't mean to hide you, baby. Well. Hey, Bob, can you unhide Gnostic for me, please? I didn't mean to hide him. I don't know why it did that. I hit the wrong button. Doggone it, this is the first time I've ever done that. This is true, Deborah. Anthony Bourdain was. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate you. For whatever reason, it wouldn't let me do it. Thank you, Bob. No, you're not, Gnostic. You just, baby, there was one word you put in there that we got to be careful of, baby. Because of the channel being monetized. I'm not allowed to cuss in here. Oh, really? Jesus is king? Oh, well, I appreciate you, Deborah. Just the thought of wanting to help. I'm sure it will. And I'm sure they'll probably argue with me, too. They probably won't, tell me they ain't going to accept it, but they're going to have to because they need to go to the dentist and get that checked out. Monday morning is your Saturday? Oh, I know, Bob. That's the first time I've ever accidentally hit someone that I wasn't intending to hit. So, that's interesting how that happened. So, sorry about that, Gnostic. Aloha, sissy. from Hawaii. Hi, Jarbriggs. How you doing, honey? Oh, thank you, Gnostic. Yeah, there's a friend in our community. I'm not going to say their name. So I'm going to, keep them private unless they want to make themselves known. Who needs to go see the dentist, but they don't have the money. So, but it sounds like they got a bad tooth. They think it's cracked. So, and I don't want them in pain. They need to go to the dentist and get it looked at. So I decided to come on here and make as much money as I can to help them. So it goes to the dentist. Okay, DM. You know I'll be here, baby. I'll probably end the stream in a minute, and then I'll be back in an hour, because it's 8:49 right now. That'll give me enough time to freshen up real quick, and then pull another, pull new cards for the collective, for the other stream. So I'll be back. You need my number for what, Maddie? I have an email. I don't give out my number to strangers. I don't know who you are. Oh, thank you, Bob, for posting my number. There you go, Maddie. Bob just posted my number for you. This is true, Gnostic. But there's just some things, baby, that you need an actual doctor for. So it's a possibility the tooth needs to be pulled if it's cracked. Otherwise, they're just going to be miserable in pain. So, and I don't want that. It'll make me worry about them. And I won't sleep as good, so. Well, you know, Gnostic, they said something about doing something similar. They said they thought about pulling it themselves. I mean, I know they've done that in the old days, but they can always still have part of the tooth still left in the gum, and that's where it creates a problem. Or then they may need oral surgery if it's broken, like below the gum line. They would need to have an oral surgeon remove the bottom portion of the tooth that's in the gum. That's the only downside to that, baby. So I'd rather them go have an actual dentist remove it for them if it needs to come out. Oh, I can imagine, Gnostic. Most people are scared of the dentist. And I understand why. Hi, Charles. How you doing, baby? It's been a minute since I've seen you, honey. Nightmares? Oh, I believe it, baby. I remember what that drill sounds like, too. Oh, Maura, I'm sure they could. But I think they're too proud to do that. I don't think they'll do it. I don't think they would be willing to ask for it. So I'm asking for them. Because I already told them that I was going to come on here and work, and whatever money I made through the weekend, I was going to give it to them. And they tried telling me not to worry about it, that I need to get my car fixed instead. And it's like, yeah, I need my car fixed. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, their health is more important than getting my car fixed in my eyes. So. Yeah, exactly, Bob. Is that big, outrageous bill they provide. That's me. I'm gravy. Charles, thank you for asking, honey. Oh my goodness, Gnostic. Hello, beautiful people. Gumby Jim. That reminds me of that cartoon from Nickelodeon, was it? Wasn't there one of those characters named Gumby or Gumby or something? $220 for a feeling bob? Holy cow. Yeah, I mean, well, they're telling me it's $300 just for them just to get in to be seen by the dentist. It's like, I mean, even I don't have to pay that much, but, you know, I got insurance, which I don't think they have insurance. That's why it costs more for them to go. Gumby. Okay, I was right, Maura. That's why I was like, yeah, the green guy from that one cartoon. I used to watch that cartoon when I was a kid. Hi, Sandra. How you doing, sweetheart? It's like, do they even show that cartoon anymore? But I don't, it's not like it matters. I don't even have Nickelodeon. But yeah, I used to like watching that cartoon when I was a kid. Of course, I was limited to what I could watch when I was at my dad's parents' house. Gumby and Pokey. Was that their names? Pokey was the horse. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like I recall about something about a horse. It's so interesting. The cartoons we grew up watching, most kids would look at us today all crazy, like, you watch that? They can't understand how easily it was for us to be entertained back then. I don't know, Gnostic. Maybe it's because I haven't had that hardly any sleep, baby. And I'm just being silly. Plus us just laughing, chatting it up. Yeah, I remember Batman and Robin too. Yes, Sandra, She-Ra, I remember. And He-Man was another one. And then, of course, you can't forget Scooby-Doo. There was Scooby-Doo and, what else? Inspector Gadget, the Jetsons, My Little Pony. Um, what else? Man, there was so many cartoons back then. There was the one on, with like Bugs Bunny and all of them. And then I think there was an offshoot of something having to do with them. Um, it was one that even my mom would love to watch. Animaniacs is what it was called. And then I loved watching Wile E. Coyote. That was another one I enjoyed watching. I know, right, Gnostic? That's exactly right. And that's so funny. Us being kids back then, I didn't know why he always needed his snacks, but now I understand. And it's funny because I used to call my baby brother, I used to call him, what's the guy's name from Scooby-Doo? That's who I think of. The Munsters. Yeah. Shaggy. That's who it is. That's what I always called my brother years back. Too funny. The music in the 80s was great. I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 81, so I listen to 80s music. I love 80s music. All the good rock bands. There was a lot of great music made back then. Yeah, Maura Gilligan's Island was another one. I love that show. And then I Dream of Jeannie. Lucy. I Love Lucy was another one. What else? My goodness. Hi, Shelby. Yep, the Addams Family. And beautiful, I did go on to my settings. I did read your email. And I did go on my camera settings. And the thing you told me to make sure was off, it was off. So it's like, I'm confused. I don't know why it's still reversed. So I reckon I'm going to have to end this stream. And when I start the one at 10, I'll have to go through and mess with one of those buttons and do the opposite and see if it fixes it. And if it's still the same, then that would just tell me that means it's a YouTube glitch. Because I don't know what else to do. Yep, Star Trek was another one. Turn it on and off and see how it goes. Yeah, I'll have to mess with it because I still don't understand why it's doing that. But it's just weird, though, that it just starts doing it after I updated the app. So there was a lot of good shows back then. You were born in 1980? Yeah, I love the 80s music, too. I know, Bob. Yeah, you're one of the older gents here. You're a distinguished gentleman, we'll just say that. Well, you want to know how much of an 80s baby I am? I went and saw, and this is a band from the 80s. I saw Def Leppard, Journey, and I believe the Dave Matthews Band was there too. I think that's who it was. I saw them in concert last year. And then I also saw Bryan Adams in concert right before COVID. So I'm an 80s baby. I love the 80s music. And I've been to Ozfest of 99. It was nice to meet you, Shimon. Yep. I love Metallica too. I'd love to see them in concert. Like Aerosmith and Bon Jovi and Foreigner. Who else? There's so many bands I could think of that I would love to see if I could. Hi, Cora. Oh, yeah. I love Metallica. What else? I'm trying to think of all the bands. Like Tom Petty. Heart is another one. They were a good band. Still are. Pat Benatar. Hi, Dave. Yes, Led Zeppelin's another one. Now I'm really giving my age away. Isn't that the truth, Shelby? Black Sabbath, that's another good one. Yes, Bob. Oh, yeah, Cora. What else? Guns N' Roses. Yep. Alice Cooper. Man, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. No, when I listen to 80s music, I mean, I still listen to it regularly now. That's what's crazy. And I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, Foreigner, Boston. What's the other one? Oh, crap. What's the name of that band? Oh, shoot. Now I'm going to have to look it up. Meatloaf was another one. Eagles. Yeah. Man, I was just listening to one of their songs earlier. Who sings it? Oh, we mentioned Foreigner. But who's the other one? White Snake is another one. Yeah, the Eagles are good. Love the Eagles. Twisted Sister. Yep. You get all the 90s. See, there's one radio station that still, well, there's actually a couple of them. There's one that plays like the 80s all the way into like today. And then there's another one that plays more of the classics from like the 70s, 80s. They might play some 90s, but I think it's mostly 70s and 80s. Oh, yeah. The Who. And who's the other one? I don't know the suite, but I remember the Who. Paul Young is another one. Let's see. Hi, Daphne. How you doing, beautiful? Nirvana, I think, came out when? In the 90s? Is that right? Or was it late 80s? Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yep. Love them. Yeah, I thought it was like the 90s when Nirvana came out. Damn. I'm missing some. Motley Crue was another one. Hello, Benny M. And then you have like Sting was another one. The Police. Phil Collins. Genesis, which Phil Collins was part of Genesis, and Sting was part of the Police. Who is it that sings that one song? Cutting Crew. Oh, I know, Cora. Who else? There's a few others. Like I said, I'll play them on my freaking... When I play one song, and it'll start playing all these other bands. And now I can't think of any of them. Let's see. I just want to see what we'll play. And then it'll give me some of the other ones that I'm thinking of. Hi, Thomas. You got some potato chips, Cora? You're gonna make me hungry, sweetheart. I have not had anything to eat yet. Oh, y'all remember George Michael? Michael Bolton. Who else? Air Supply. Hello, Potato. There's a lot of different bands, though. I'm sure we could probably just do a stream one night and just talk about music. And we'd probably be talking all bloody night. If only I could play music, but I can't. I'll get in trouble for copyright, so I can't play any. Yeah, I've heard him called that before. Hello, Anastasia. I mean, I just call them potato chips. But I know others will call them potato crisps or potato skins. I've heard people call them that too. I got that freaking song in my head again. Come on. Ugh. I could too, Shelby. I got some over here. And I got some in the other room. I'm gonna have to munch on something. And cookies. I don't have any cookies, beautiful, but I do got some Nutty Buddies and Reese peanut butter cups. And some apple bread. That apple bread is good. Man, I may have to eat some of that apple bread. You rather munch on Sting? Oh, you must got a big crush on Sting, Cora. Spirit, show me. Okay, Shelby. Y'all making me hungry for real. Let me pull out that banana, or not banana bread, that apple bread. Banoffee pie. What is that? What, like coffee cake? Like this apple bread I got makes me think of like coffee cake. At least that's what I refer to it as. Like a blueberry muffin you would eat for breakfast with your coffee. That kind of thing. Bobby saying Megan Cat's Eye is too young to be here. If that's the case, then they need to go. Can't have them in here. So I've been over here shuffling this deck. Alright, Spirit, show me from the collective. Hello, Andrew. How you doing? My day's been good. Other than didn't sleep much, but other than that, it's been good. Thanks for asking. How about you? Show me. Why do we have heartbreak out here again? Oh, Spirit. Hi, Moonchild. I was just talking about you, beautiful. Oh, that sounds good, Dave. Spirit, show me present energy. I came on early, Moonchild, because someone in our community needs to go to the dentist, but they don't have the money to go. So I told them that I'd work through the weekend and whatever money I make, I'd give to them so they can go see a dentist, because apparently they got a bad tooth that they think is cracked, so it obviously needs to come out. So that's why I came on early, because I couldn't sleep. Good thing you didn't hear in the shower. Welcome back, Shelby. Influences. Man, I've been shuffling this deck and this is just crazy. Spirit, what? Show me. Oh, Misty. Well, Shelby, you're supposed to save some for me, sweetheart. Oh, Moonchild, that's so sweet of you, beautiful. Yeah, because they're saying it's like $300 just for them to be seen. And I want them to go because having a bad tooth is not good. And I won't sleep well because I'll be worried about them. I know, right, Bob? She brings chips and cookies, but doesn't give any to us. Like, you know, Moonchild, I was just sitting there talking about your apple bread. And it's good, honey. I will say that. Addition at the bottom again. What y'all got going on? Next time, pinky swear. Okay. You're gonna make me go in that fridge and get that apple bread. And I'm gonna be sitting here munching on it. What is, let's see, spirit. What the heck? Spirit, I'll use this one fine. Okay, Moonchild. Thank you, honey. Oh, hi, Misty. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Oh, I am Moonchild. It's addicting. It reminds me of like what I call coffee cake. That's what I think of. You're funny, baby. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, Shelby. This apple bread reminds me of coffee cake. That's what I call it. It's good. So I'm gonna have to go get me some now and sit here and munch on it. Alright, spirit. Let's see. So you know, let's see. My stream is supposed to start in 30 minutes. Aww. That's so sweet of you, Misty. Thank you so much, beautiful. Let's see. Pull this out. Oh, thank you so much, Misty. Oh, I'm happy I could help you, beautiful. Thank you. That's gonna help my friend go to the dentist because they need to go. So thank you. I'm happy I could help you, honey. So I hope you're feeling much better now, Misty. Spirit, show me. Why am I getting you on heartbreak? Like, I want to know who this is. Spirit, show me. Three of Swords. Why is this here? You know, Miss Misty, if you give me a few minutes, honey. Is that what it is, Alejandro? Because, baby, I keep picking up love for y'all like the last week, but it's like it's like heartbreak, though. All Moon Child, thank you so much, honey. Thank you. Because, baby, like, Alejandro, the last few days, I've had a couple songs play in my head. And I got one playing in my head right now. It's driving me crazy. Is Bed of Roses by Bon Jovi. But the one that's playing in my head right now is called Angel by John Cicada. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with those songs, but the last, we're on Thursday, so the last 4 freaking days, 4 or 5 days, those songs been bouncing in my head back and forth, driving me crazy. Maybe it's You about Carolyn Bob. I mean, that's possible, baby. It's just, it keeps like, someone's like really missing someone and wishing they were there, and so I don't know. Let me pull the rest of the cards out for this, and I can see better what this is. Yeah, the Strawberry Moon. And I didn't get to see it last night. I looked out there, and I never saw it red or pink. So I don't know if anybody else got to see it that way, but I didn't. Hi, Doc. Hi, Tina. Aw, that's so sweet of you, Tina. You are too, sweetheart. In fact, I almost forgot about my moon water. I need to move it before I forget. Yeah, it's Bob's ex-love and a good friend of his, too. It might be you, Bob. I don't know, baby. I'd have to, you know, I might have to do a reading on y'all, too, because I gotta figure out what this is. But y'all missing y'all's exes, I can see that. Especially the one I did earlier, Alejandro. And what I pulled last night, it was a lot of the same thing, and it felt like a spillover. And I'm waiting to see if this is really what I think it is. See if this is a spillover from it again. Spirit, show me. Why is this here? No, I don't cast spells. I read tarot cards. That's it. Hi, Jeffrey. Yes, Misty. And beautiful. I'm just so y'all know, I'm doing mini readings. That's what I was doing last night. So $5 to get, you know, like a 3-card reading. And then for my more in-depth reading, which is the 5-card tarot spread plus oracle cards, is $40 US. Just so y'all know. So if y'all want a personal reading, that's what I'm charging through the weekend. Doing the mini readings so I can help raise this money to help my friend who needs to go to the dentist badly. And my mod Bob just posted the information in the chat for y'all beautiful people. So Misty, it's 9:30. I know the stream's still out there, and I don't want to go through and not go on it in case people are waiting to be notified. Alarm. Yes, Moonchild, I got it. You didn't hear me, sweetheart? I said thank you, beautiful. Thank you so, so much, honey. That's going to help a lot, so thank you. Love you, honey. Then what was I saying? If I started my new stream, because I need to check the setting. That's the other thing I got to do. So I have to get off this stream so I could check that setting, see if it'll fix itself. Because if y'all still reading everything in reverse, and if I mess with that setting again, and if it don't fix it, then it's got to be YouTube. Thank you, honey, so much. Holy Ghost Spirit, show me. So you know what, beautiful people? Okay, yeah. Give me like 30 minutes, y'all. I'm going to end the stream so I can finish pulling the cards. So I'll have another collective reading when I start the stream here in 30 minutes, which is 10 p.m. Eastern. That way I can mess with the settings to see if that'll fix the camera so it's not mirrored. And I can grab something real quick and use the ladies' room. And then I'll be back at 10 p.m., beautiful people. So I hope y'all join me back here in 30 minutes on my new stream that I'll be starting. It's already set out there, beautiful people. If you look on my channel, you'll see it's already there for 10 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope to see y'all back here in 30 minutes, beautiful people. See y'all in a few. Bye, y'all.